Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely... Brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. first down. Here comes this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wildcats are on the move. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's got it again. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Syracuse right back at it. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Makes the grab. It's Willis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Defense in press coverage. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're bringing heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's got it. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Buying some time. In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Slips away. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think, Reese, he just...
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wildcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Finds his target down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down.
29 Philly.
Give to the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Syracuse. What a catch and run for 6. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Kentucky 31, Syracuse 7.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Steps away to find some room. He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He lost one down the sideline. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. The expressway is wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 18 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right.
He's loose. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Syracuse right back at it. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a man on the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cuse! Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Kentucky, 38. Syracuse, 14.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking left. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The corners are walked up tight. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Ball lofted, and it's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Gets it out fast. Oh, the ball's out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. He holds it in and nobody's close. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Defense might bring the house here. Fires one high and deep. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continue